Hello and welcome, my dear friend. There are moments in the Spirit where God makes an announcement, not to the public, but to heaven itself. And when that announcement goes out, angels move. Today is one of those moments. Heaven has released help, and it carries your name. You've been feeling it already, haven't you? The atmosphere shifting, the subtle sense that something has been working behind the curtain. It's because it has. Angels are in motion for you. I want you to picture it. In the quiet hours when you're resting, there's movement in unseen places. Orders stamped, assignments dispatched, paths adjusted. It's not imagination, it's orchestration. God has released a night shift on your behalf. While the world sleeps, deliveries are being sorted with your name on them. Help is here, and the beautiful part is this. You're already aligned with it. You may not feel qualified, but look how you've kept your heart. When others tried to drag you into bitterness, you didn't let it win. That's why heaven can trust you with angelic help. You've been walking clean when you could have thrown dirt. You've been holding steady when you could have broken rank. That's why things are accelerating now, and you've been available. You thought your detours were setbacks, but really they were positioning. That time you felt pulled to leave later than planned, it saved you. That conversation you stumbled into at the perfect moment, it wasn't random. That was God's signal, and you followed it. You've been moving in rhythm with heaven even when you doubted yourself. That's why the angels have no trouble finding you now. You're standing in the very place they were sent to reach, and you've been grateful. Yes, you. Even in the nights when your prayers felt unanswered, you still whispered, "Thank you." Even when you had more questions than answers, you still honored God. Gratitude became your survival, and it kept your frequency clear. That's why you can hear this now. That's why your spirit leapt when you read the words, "Angels are working for you now." It resonated because gratitude already prepared your heart to recognize it. So this is a confirmation. You're not being asked to adjust. You've already been walking this path, and heaven is responding. The evidence will multiply. Small things will unfold first. The message you thought was lost will be returned. The invitation you thought forgotten will reappear. The no that discouraged you will quietly flip to a yes. Watch for it. These aren't accidents. These are signals. Proof that God has released angels to work on your behalf. And while you rest tonight, more is happening than you imagine. At 3 a.m., while your mind is quiet, plans are being drawn. At dawn, while the sky is pale, doors are already swinging. That's the rhythm of heaven. Angels moving while you breathe, so that when you rise, things are already in motion. This word isn't for everyone. It's for the ones who've been carrying themselves quietly, faithfully, without recognition. For the ones who wondered if they were seen at all. What your heart has needed to know is this. You are not only seen, you are backed, assigned, escorted, and know this. You won't need to defend your name. Your life will speak louder than words. You won't need to chase recognition. Favor will find you. You won't need to answer every false story. Results will silence them without your voice. When the signs show up, don't dismiss them as luck. Name them for what they are. Help. Angels carrying out what you couldn't force. Angels moving hearts you couldn't change. Angels setting rhythms you couldn't time. My dear friend, you are standing in a shift. Heaven isn't about to release. Heaven has released. The announcement has already gone out. Your name is circulating in rooms you haven't walked into yet. Your favor is echoing in circles that once ignored you. And the angels assigned to your life are working to align everything in time. So tonight, rest differently. Not with worry, but with wonder. Rest knowing that the silence around you is not empty, it's busy. Rest trusting that what's unseen is not inactive, it's exact. Rest expecting that what God has begun will not be stalled again. Angels are working for you now. believe it, expect it. And as it unfolds, remember, your life isn't fragile. It's escorted, covered, and carried. Let me show you a picture. Before sunrise, a massive ship waits offshore. The water is dark, lights blinking, and a small boat carries a pilot to climb on board. The captain is still there, but the pilot knows how to guide the ship through narrow waters the captain can't see from above. Tugboats surround it, ropes catch, and the ship begins to move. Slow, steady, unstoppable. That's your life right now. Help has stepped in. Guidance is on board. What once felt risky is now certain. You will feel this in ways you can't miss. Paths that used to require pushing will start to welcome you. Meetings will arrange themselves with a neatness that almost makes you laugh. There will be a rightness to the timing, like a key turning without resistance. And you'll know someone got on board. There is also a protection moving with you, not the kind that only blocks danger, but the kind that prevents waste. Conversations that would have drained you will cancel. Offers that looked shiny but hollow will never make it to your inbox. You won't even need to say no. Some things will say no to themselves before they reach you. That's mercy. That's alignment. That's the escort around your steps. Expect a new fluency in places that used to intimidate you. Words will come when you need them. Clarity will sit on your shoulder when decisions appear. The fog isn't thicker. Your light is stronger. You'll notice it most in simple moments, reaching for the exact document without searching, opening your mouth and hearing wisdom that didn't feel rehearsed, recognizing the right face in a crowded room like it glowed for half a second. These are not accidents. These are markers, and there will be recovery of what was delayed. Not just returned, but returned with interest. Time you thought was lost will be compacted into an hour that changes 3 months. Effort you feared was wasted will return as favor you could never have forced. Watch for the sentence that begins with, "I don't know why I'm doing this, but..." That's your clue. Smile when you hear it. Grace is walking in. You've kept your heart clean, and heaven noticed. That quiet choice is the runway under everything you're about to see. Where others tried to bait you into bitterness, you answered with dignity. Where suspicion wanted to live inside you, you chose trust. That wasn't naive, it was prophetic. You agreed with the future before you could see it. Now the future is agreeing with you. Let me speak to your pace. You won't be rushed. Acceleration will feel like ease, not frenzy. Think of a series of green lights rolling toward you. You're not speeding. The city is cooperating. There will still be pauses. Don't mistrust them. When a pause comes, it isn't punishment. It's a pilot checking the depth before the next turn. Breathe, look around, bless the water, and you don't have to correct what was said about you. Your life will outgrow the rumor. Your results will outlast the noise. Something in the air itself is shifting the story from opinion to outcome. Let it happen. You weren't built to spend your hours explaining. You were built to build. You will notice an appetite for simple obedience rising in you. You'll catch yourself doing the next obvious thing without arguing. Sending that message, cleaning that space, printing that document, preparing for the appointment that hasn't been scheduled yet. That's wisdom riding the wind. Keep it simple. Heaven loves simple. You will also sense new kindness for yourself. Not indulgence, kindness. The kind that lets you rest at a reasonable hour because you trust the work continues without you. The kind that feeds you well because you'll need strength for good news. The kind that forgives yesterday's version of you and invites today's version to try again with a clear head. Receive that. Heaven isn't asking you to perform. It's asking you to agree. And as you move, bless the places you'll enter before you arrive. Bless the hands that will help you, even if you don't yet know their names. Bless the work of the angels, steady, thorough, unseen, until the moment the results are seen by all. This is how you walk, escorted, not tense, not timid, but steady. The lights are still shining ahead. Guidance is right beside you. Quiet help is steady at the edges of your life, pulling you into place with strength you don't have to supply. You are not drifting anymore. You are on a marked path, a clear course. Even the turns you feared are already mapped and measured. So, my dear friend, step forward without the old apology. Stand in rooms without rehearsing your worth. Let silence be peace, not pressure. Let outcomes speak. Let kindness lead. Let help do what help was sent to do. Angels are working for you now, and you, covered, carried, accompanied, will not miss what belongs to you. Not this time, not ever again. As we close, I want to invite you to my second channel. It's filled with peaceful ambient music, created for moments when you need calm, stillness, or gentle focus. You can tap the playlist on your screen, and I'd be grateful to have you join me there.